Joining us, he's already moved on to New Hampshire. There, a week from today, they have a primary. The senator from the great state of Florida, Marco Rubio, joins us live. Good morning to you, Senator, and congratulations.
Good morning. Thank you. We're very excited about the results last night, and we're really excited about what awaits here in New Hampshire for the next week.
How do you explain how the polls got it so wrong? In the Des Moines Register poll, which came out over the weekend, is regarded as the gold standard. They had you at 15, and yet last night you had 23 when it was all done. How'd you do that?
Well, we just felt we were growing down the stretch. I think as more and more voters come to the realization that not only are we strongly conservative, but that we give the party a chance to come together, because we got to unify the Republican Party and the conservative movement. We can't continue to be fractured, but we also have to grow it. And I give us the best chance to take our message to people that haven't voted for us in the past and convince them that conservatism is better for them and better for America. We do those two things, and we beat Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders, and we win this election and turn America around. So I think more and more people began to realize that as we got closer to voting day, and of course you saw that we surged there late. We felt great, and we feel great about the momentum that gives us coming in here to New Hampshire a week from today.
Senator Rubio, you're just 1 point behind Donald Trump coming out of Iowa. We just had Karl Rove on the program saying that perhaps some Iowa voters, caucus goers, felt dissed by him not showing up to the debate. Not only that, it gave you more airtime, more time to talk. How much do you think that helped you?
Well, we'll know. I mean, in hindsight, we'll see exactly how much. I didn't have a lot of voters mention that to me, but I certainly think that that it could have been a factor. People in Iowa and in New Hampshire take this very seriously. I mean, one of the things that I think is missed at the national level is how seriously voters in these states take their responsibility. That's true here in New Hampshire. They take very seriously their responsibility to vet these candidates and make their decision. And that's why we've always felt so good about it. We know that in the end, when the hype is gone and all the other factors are gone, and it comes down to a voter who's done this before, looking at the candidates and making a decision, we're always confident that we're going to do well in that setting, because we are going to turn it. I give our party the best chance to beat Hillary Clinton. If I'm our nominee, we win. Hillary Clinton and the Democrats know that, too. That's why they attack me more than any other Republican.
Well, you certainly outperformed last night. Dr. Charles Krauthammer had this observation right here on the channel. Listen to this.
This is now a three-man race. There is no establishment lane. There's a Cruz campaign, which is sort of austere conservatism. There's the Trump campaign, which is a populist, a Trumpist, if you want, because it's extremely idiosyncratic. And you've got Rubio, who's the mainstream, more moderate conservative. That's what it is. Establishment on non-establishment is irrelevant.
So does that accurately depict you? You're the moderate conservative?
Well, I don't always reject all these sorts of labels, other than to tell you that I'm as conservative as anyone running for president. But I believe I can grow the conservative movement. And that's what's important about our candidacy, too, is I can take the conservative movement to people that are living today the way that I grew up. You know, my father was a bartender and my mother a maid. They lived paycheck to paycheck. I've lived paycheck to paycheck. For us to be able to take our message and convince people who have voted for the Democrats for 25 years that conservatism is better for them and better for America, that's how we're going to grow the conservative movement. And I know I can do that better than anyone else in this race. And if we do that, we don't just win this election. I think we win the future. We turn America around. I give the Republican Party the best chance to win. And so I ask everyone, join our effort. Go to our website, marcorubio.com, and learn more about our campaign. Sign up to help. Donate if you can. We need your help. Right. We're excited about how we're growing here.
Yeah, your American Dream story seems to be resonating. Senator Rubio, I want to bring in our Brian Kilmeade. He's got a question for you. He's been following this race very closely from the ground there in Iowa.
Yeah, I do have this. I don't know if I've seen the numbers exactly, but my observation after going to 4 after parties, you had the most beer. And it was after you had left, they continued to drink and celebrate. There were celebrations going on. But, Senator, in all seriousness, you're off to New Hampshire. I saw how happy you were in your remarks last night. And I'm just wondering, if success leaves clues, what did you learn along the way in Iowa that is going to help you in New Hampshire? What can we look to see you interject in your quest to have 2 straight strong showings?
Well, I think 2 things are really important moving forward. Number one, the American people are realistic about our challenges, but they also want to be optimistic about our future. And they understand that we have a chance to be greater than we've ever been if we do what needs to be done. If we don't do what needs to be done, then we're in a lot of trouble as a country. We're going to lose many of the things that make us special. And the other is we have to win. We cannot lose this election to Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. The impact that would have on the Supreme Court, on our national security, on the role of government in our lives, we cannot lose this election. We must nominate someone that's principled and conservative the way I am, but also someone who can win. And I can do that. I can win. I give us the best chance to beat Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. The Democrats know this. That's why they attack me so much. And I think that's really important for people. Yes, someone who's principled and conservative, as I am, but also someone who can win, and I will.
While the results were coming in last night, there was an important endorsement that was announced. Senator Tim Scott, the very popular senator from South Carolina, has decided to back you. There's only been three or four polls in South Carolina so far. What kind of impact can that endorsement bring?
Well, let me just tell you, Tim is a leader not just in South Carolina, but around the country. He embodies the American dream. He embodies so much of what our party needs to be about, and that is people who come from challenging backgrounds and circumstances. He doesn't come from a privileged background, and neither do I, and we are both conservatives because we know conservatism is the right way forward, especially for people who are trying to make it. So obviously I'm a huge admirer of his, and I think his impact is going to be not just in South Carolina, but across the country.
All right. Senator Marco Rubio joining us from a diner in Manchester, New Hampshire, where he's about to leave the live TV position, turn around, and shake every hand in the joint. Senator, thank you very much, and good luck to you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.